Hi guys, Dread here. This is gonna be a tiny little video, but I'm gonna look at these pistols because I'm gonna be doing a pistol challenge soon. I'm gonna be doing a pistol challenge soon, right? For zombies on Black Ops 1. So I wanna know what I'm getting myself into. I wanna know stats about the pistols and everything. So we're gonna do that. And yeah. So that's not gonna help me. That's just telling me stats I have. This is stats overall. Anyway. The first pistol you get in zombies is the 1911, which is my personal favorite gun in any Call of Duty because it's nicely designed and it's the standard gun for any Call of Duty, so that's good. And before anyone asks, the reason why we're not doing the ASP or the Makarov is because they're not in Black Ops Zombies at all, like period. I don't know why, but that's just the case. So damage wise, it's not that good. I mean, compared to your ones, it's not that good. It's the worst out of the three that you can have. And honestly, it's not something you just want to be stuck with, you know? It's semi-automatic, so, you know, it's as fast as you can use the trigger finger. I think all these guns, and I'm not going to say Pack-a-Punch until after. I'm going to go back through and talk about Pack-a-Punch because I've used all these guns before, and I know how they are Pack-a-Punch too. So I have information on that too. But anyway, the range on it is a 50-50. Accuracy is 50-50. Mobility is amazing because it's a pistol. I believe all pistols are like that. Yep. But anyway, it's the worst of the class, and you know why. But anyway, next we go down to the Python, which it's the one that does the most damage out of all of them, and it makes sense it's a revolver. Revolvers have a higher caliber round, but they have smaller mags than these two other guns, the 1911 and the CZ75 is. Hold up a second while I change my battery. Alright, I'm back. So anyway, it's the one that does the most damage. Like I said, it's a revolver. It should. Higher caliber round, smaller magazine though. However, cause and effect. I'll talk about that later on Pack-a-Punch versions of these guns, but anyway, its range is astonishingly pretty good. Its accuracy is, again, 50-50. You would think that a pistol at this caliber's range would be good, so that's good anyway. And mobility, you know. It's it's mobile. It's a pistol. The CZ75 is not the most damageable. That's not a word. Not the best gun to get stuck with, but compared to the other two, it's in the middle. If I'm going to choose a gun, I would choose this one. This would be your powerhouse for the whole game if you could get your hands on this. Now, the only issue with pistols in Black Ops 1, I'll get into that in a second, but anyway, the damage is decent on it. It's better than the M1911, but not as good as the Python. Range is is that the same range? No. Okay, so it has better range than the 1911, but Python's better with range. Accuracy has better accuracy than the other two guns by 1 bar or 1 square. And mobility, you know, it's a semi-automatic as well. So as fast as your trigger finger can go. However, like I was saying before, I don't remember what I was saying. Shit. Oh yeah. This gun is going to be hard to get. These two guns right here. You spawned with the 1911 in game on zombies. So that's the gun. That's why I'm doing the pistol challenge because it's easy to get and easy to get to. while the other two are kind of hard, right? The Python and CZ75 are box weapons. Only box weapons. You can't get them any other way, and that's just how it is. So, unfortunately, I would have to stick with the 1911 for a while, which I'm okay with, because the first couple rounds you stab anyway. I stab until like round 6 or 5 or whatever. But anyway, yeah. So, for the beginning of the game, your gun of choice is going to be a 1911. However, whenever we get to the box, we're going to be spending a lot of time in rooms where the box is going to spawn or may spawn to get one of these two guns. Now, the best of all worlds would have Mule Kick and have all three of the guns. But if we can't get Mule Kick in time, because you don't know, I'm going to be playing solo. So if you don't know, on solo, if you don't get Mule Kick by a certain round, it goes away. Or sometimes, it just depends. I don't really know how that works, but sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it goes away at a certain round because it's like, well, you didn't get it in time, so it's not here anymore. But anyway, it's going to be hard to get these ones because the chances of these two coming out of the box are, I would say, a 5% chance, because I think there's or 15. I don't know. It's a very low chance to get these guns, because there's so many other guns in the box, and just secondaries alone, there's also launchers in the box. There's the China Lake, and then there's the M72 Law as well, which are both 15% chance. And there's also the Ballistic Knife and Crossbow, which are also 15, or 7 or whatever. I don't know the percentages on the gun rate, but all I know is that their stats normally. Now, with Pack-a-Punch, I think it doubles everything. I'm pretty sure, so that's a good and a bad thing, because with the 1911, when you Pack-a-Punch it, if you don't know, you get 2 of them, Mustang Sallies, and they're explosive. So you shoot explosive rounds, which is good in a lot of cases because they can get you out of a lot of situations. So that would be a very good side weapon to have to get you out of a sticky situation, but it wouldn't want to be your main gun since this is Black Ops 1. The only map that has PhD, I don't know if I have. I don't remember. I think it's Ascension. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. PhD was a Black Ops 1 perk. I just don't remember which map. I can look up real quick. First Black Ops 1 map with PhD. Oh, yeah. So, in the it was introduced along with Stamina Up in the map Ascension. So it was also introduced in a lot of other ones, but anyway. So yeah, so the only map I'm going to be playing right now anyway is going to be playing the Kino. I could play Ascension and then get PhD, and then that would be a really good powerhouse, but I don't even know where PhD is on that map, and even if I did, I would have to buy a bunch of doors to get there, and then also have to work my way to Pack-a-Punch, which is by 3 launch pads you have to all activate in 3 different locations, and I'm going to have to do that regardless, but the fact is that combining that with the amount of money it would take to do all that, I don't know if it would really be worth my time. It maybe will, I don't know. The map will be picked based on randomness, so I will get a wheel on my phone the day I do this challenge, and I'll number it, through the maps that I think would be good for its challenge, like 1 through 7, for example, or whatever. There's more maps than that, but that's the maps I was thinking about. Anyway, 1911 explosive gun gives you two of them. Python, out of the three pistols in the Pack-a-Punch zombies, it's the only one that gives you only one. It's the only one that just stays the same, but doubles the mag and doubles the damage. So, even though it has, instead of 6 in a mag, it has 12, it's a really good gun to have as a primary slash secondary. I'm not going to say it's just a primary because realistically, the ammo count is going to be an issue for a revolver because if you don't know, even though a revolver is a good powerhouse to have because it does so much damage, it's also going to be bad for that case too because since it's going to be a damage thing really good for it, you're not going to rack up points very often, which, again, two of these three guns that I'm looking at, you have to get from the box. You can't buy them off the wall, so you can't buy ammo for them. And in this game, there's only one pack, so you have to use that pack wisely if you need ammo super bad. And yeah, so it's not really a good point builder. The Python 1911 aren't really good point builders. I should have brought that up while I was talking about them, but I did just then. I'll get to CZ75 about that later, but the Python, even though the ammo count's low, it's still good on damage. I would say, out of all three of the guns, if I had to choose between two I would want, the Python 1911 would be neck and neck for me. It's just a secondary to save me, because like, depending on the round, I think at like round, I don't know, I haven't used the Python over round 15, 17, but I'm pretty sure it's still one shot on 17, Pack-a-Punched. But yeah, I'm convinced that the Python is the way to go. So if I had to choose two guns, I would have to choose Python CZ75, because in Black Ops 1 you can't buy a pistol off the wall. That's why I wanted to do it, because it made it harder but also a lot funner. Because if I did Black Ops 3, I could just buy the RK5 all the time, and that wouldn't be that fun of a challenge, would it? Where's the fun in that when I can just go buy ammo for the gun, you know? But yeah. Anyway, that's the Python. Let's move on to CZ75. It's pretty good on everything. Like I said, it's better than 1911, but not as good as the Python on some occasions. It's the only gun that has better accuracy, but when you Pack-a-Punch it, it gives you two of them. However, it becomes a fully automatic. Oh wait, no. So the thing about CZ75 is there's two versions of it. There's the dual-wield version and just the single-handed. So that's another thing I need to bring up. The other two don't have those versions. CZ75 is the only one in the game that has two versions in zombies, which is normal, just CZ75, and then dual-wield CZ75. So the big issue with that as well is that means I technically have 4 options, right? But one of them is better than the other, you would think. I would prefer the just single than double. Because single, no matter which one you upgrade, they become automatic. But if you have the double automatic, you're wasting twice as much ammo. And if we're doing Kino and Mule Kick isn't available, I'm gonna unfortunately take double tap, which I shouldn't. But I'm going to. So because of that causes issues, because if you don't know, double tap, while also does double damage, also costs double the amount it would do. For one bullet, it would take 2 bullets. In this version of Call of Duty, anyway. So, keep that in mind as well. If I have to take double tap, I might not even take double tap. Anyway, it depends on the map anyway. But anyway, CZ75, the dual version, even though cool to have at the start, it's not sufficient on ammo for dual wield as much as it is if you just get the single. because it has the same ammo count when you first get out of the box, no matter which version. But I think that's right. I've only got the dual wield once or twice. Like I've actually not like once or twice. I've got multiple times, but what I mean is like I've kept it because when I get that one, I'm like, nah, I don't want this, or I try to get rid of it as soon as possible, so I don't really check the ammo count. But I know a single gets quite a bit of ammo when you first get it, and it's a semi-automatic when you first get it, so it's a pretty good gun. It's a pretty good powerhouse, and I would prefer that over the Python, because even though, like I said, Python does amazing amount of damage, Pack-a-Punch, it isn't really the gun you want in your arsenal versus, like, damage-wise, yes. Anything else, it kind of lacks, like, ammunition, like I said earlier, and also it's only good as well if you have Speed-Cola. If you don't have Speed-Cola, it's garbage. Because your character reloads a revolver like anybody would. One bullet at a time. So, Pack-a-Punch, though, it reloads too. But anyway, that still begs that begs me to question now. That if I don't have stamina up and I get this gun, is it even worth it to have? And I would personally say no. Not stamina up, Speed-Cola, my bad. I would personally say no, though. Because, like I just said, if you don't have Speed-Cola, it's going to take a long time to reload, and half the time you're going to be sitting there reloading, and it's just not going to be worth it at the end game. Season 7.5, magazine, 1911, magazines, even with explosive. Same thing with this, even with automatic, magazines. So, there's one more thing I need to add, which is, at the beginning I said the difficulty about it, but here's the pluses. PhD stops you from getting explosive damage, if you don't know. I don't know if I already said that or not, but I'm going to say it again and talk about it more. And I know where it is on Ascension. It's next to the first launch pad. And it, let's just say that it's useful. Like, if you're using an explosive gun and you need to get out of a pickle real quick, you can aim it at your feet. If you're at a quarter or whatever, just and you shoot at the ground right next to you, it won't do any damage to PhD. And that's one upside to 1911 when it's Pack-a-Punched, is it can get you out of stick situations because it's explosive. But just like with grenades, it has this downfall. Even though it does so much damage like that, its damage count only doubles, right? Or triples. I think since it's explosive, it triples. Anything that goes from normal to explosive, I think triples. I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong on that information. I'm probably way wrong on that. It could just double, or it could just, I don't know. But the 1911 is Pack-a-Punch, a useful tool to have in your arsenal. Like I said, it's also the first weapon you get when you spawn in. So I don't know what I'm going to do in the situation when ammo runs out. That's another thing. In this game, since there's no pistol wall buys or anything, or any ammo buys or anything like that, the only usage I would have to get a max ammo without getting a max ammo drop, because dog round is also a thing, so I'm trying to implement that in as well. But if it's not dog round, I'm on like a round where I have to knife, and it's like round 17 or something. I'm out of ammo on all of them, right? The thing comes to if it's Pack-a-Punch or not. If it's not Pack-a-Punch and I have the money, go Pack-a-Punch it. It has a whole bunch of ammo. Has fresh magazines full of ammo ready to be used. However, since it's Black Ops 1, you can only pack once. So if you use that pack too early, then you're screwed. If you use it too late, you're screwed. What I mean by too late is you go try to pack a punch it, and either you don't have enough money, or when you do it and you do pack a punch it, it's like it doesn't even matter. It doesn't affect the game that much because you're on a high enough round to where damage doesn't apply really. Is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I wish these other two were in the game, but or not. You know what I mean, like in zombies, but they're not. But anyway, these are the three we're looking at, and I hope this was useful information because this is going to be going up on my YouTube channel before I do this challenge. I want to know your guys' opinion. What would be the best setup for this? Again, for CZ75, there is an option for dual wield out of the box as well. Keep that in mind while you're trying to grade which one would be a better situational use. Okay? So, I don't know if that makes it better or worse. I'm just throwing it out there because it is an option. If, by any chance, the comments tell me that, you know, the 1911 is not the way to go and there should be an option to not start with it, I can always just go to Black Ops 3 and get the RK5. That would add a whole nother pistol. And I think in Black Ops 3, if I'm wrong, I don't know if I'm wrong or not, but I think the only pistols, there's not normal pistols, I don't think. I think it's just the RK5. And then there's... excuse me, and then there's Ray Gun Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3. But the thing with that as well is that that comes down to, will I implement ray guns because they're overpowered? And that's why I'm gonna implement ray guns on Black Ops 1 as well. I can't look at it here, but the ray gun stat is overpowered, right? And I didn't really want to implement it at first, but if it comes down to it, if I need a pistol and it's the first one that pops on the box, because I'm gonna have 1911 for most of my time until I get to the box and get the money to hit it until I get one of the guns, just to give me a better chance of getting money and points and stuff and getting a gun, I'm gonna put ray gun up there too. That way, I have basically, you could say, a 1 in 4 chance out of whatever the chances of getting them normally of getting ray gun. I don't know the actual like rarity of ray gun anymore. It kind of like surpassed me a while ago, but I just remember I used to play Black Ops 2 all the time. I used to get ray gun all the time, left and right, and I was like, I hate this. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to talk about ray gun since we're here. Ray gun Pack-a-Punch is, though amazing, also dumb. Same thing with the 1911. If it's not, you know, if you don't have PhD, if you shoot it at the ground next to you, you will take damage. It is a little bit more forgiving than the 1911s when you shoot them next to you, because it doesn't make your hearing go out and make your screen all fuzzy, make you walk slower. Because it's not really explosion, it's like a radioactive beams or whatever. You know, rays of whatever it's shooting at the ground. So it's a little bit more forgiving. However, it could and will do a lot of damage to you if you're in the heat of battle. So, to these 4 guns, right? I'm saying that with all the guns, 1911, Python, CZ75, and ray gun in mind. Of all the 4 guns, 2 of them, if I want to use them really good and have a really good chance of using them, I would need to play Ascension. I'm saying Ascension because it's the, I'm pretty sure it's the only map I own that has PhD on it. But I think Moon also has it. So, I think it really just depends. Because, looking into it a little bit more, I know Moon and Ascension has it. But, again, I just don't know if I want to play those maps for the challenge. Because Ascension, I love the map, but I don't know it that well. And same Moon, I love that map, but I don't know it well. Moon adds gravity effects into it, and that would definitely affect the challenge a lot. While Ascension is just a normal map, but with a lot of doors. So yeah, but anyway, that was my breakdown of all the guns that are in Call of Duty Zombies and Black Ops 1 that I'm going to be using for my challenge. I hope this was resourceful. I hope this was helpful to anybody who wants to just know basic information about these guns on screen, these 3 guns, the 1911, the Python, CZ75. Basic information for them. Like I said, I don't really have basic information for the ray gun. All I know is it's an overpowered weapon in zombies, and a lot of people turn it down because it is sometimes just not enough. It's not what you need. You need a point builder, and ray guns is not it. That's something I will say real quick before I end it. 1911 Pack-a-Punch, not a good point builder. Python, regardless pack or not pack, not a good point builder. CZ75, however, both ways, good point builder. Even dual wield. It's just not good on ammo on dual wield, regardless Pack-a-Punch or not Pack-a-Punch. Ray guns, the same thing as Python 1911. They're not good point builders. Pack or not pack. I'm just really just talking about those, ray gun and the Python. 1911, not packed, is an okay point builder. It's just not good at, how do you say, getting the job done. 1911 is not good at getting the job done. At round 1, it takes 8 mags to kill 1 zombie. Regardless where you shoot him, unless you get lucky and shoot him in the head all the time, and it will take 6. At luck. I never get that lucky. It normally takes the whole mag or takes 7 of 8. Or heck, sometimes it takes 9. All the other guns, they do a lot more damage, so because of that, I don't need to worry about it as much. I'm worried about starting off and how far I can go, right? 1911 can get me kind of far, but without any of the other versions or of the guns, like the Python CZ75 or ray gun, or CZ75 dual wield, I will be screwed at like round 8 or 9. So it is important for me to get there. Now, I was gonna add like the I was gonna add the PM63 because it technically is a pistol, or the MPL, but it wouldn't be that fun if I do that. So those are some machine guns as well, so it wouldn't count. These are the ones that I know that are in zombies, by the way. That is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so out of 9, 5 out of 9 are in zombies on that. That will be another challenge for another day. We were just talking about pistols today, but anyway, yes. Next challenge I will be doing is snipers, though. But yeah, that was it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, really just make sure you know what you're working with before you walk into zombies empty-handed, not knowing what guns do a lot of damage or not, or what guns would be good or not, and what would be a good powerhouse. It's up to you of what decision you make in the future. You know, it's your future to make and to write. I'm not going to tell you what's good or not good. I'm just saying in certain situations, there's pros and cons to every gun. in Call of Duties, all around the history of Call of Duty. There's pros and cons to every gun, and that's what I was here to talk to you about. Because I played zombies for over 10 years now on Black Ops 1, and I know a lot about them. Because I get those guns all the time, and I play them. But anyway, I hope it was helpful. And yeah, keep up to date on my channel and for the upcoming video of the submachine guns. That'll be coming out at some point soon. I need to do more research on that though, so we don't know. But anyway, I've dragged this out long enough. So thank you for watching. Leave a like down below. Subscribe to my channel while you're there, and leave a comment what other challenges or other guns you want to hear about, information about, or what would be good or not good for zombies. Yeah, anyway, in case I don't see ya, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.